Yeah, hello everyone, good morning. So welcome back to Sessions. So today we are going to cover session number 240 related to selection screens. So in SAP, overall screens plays important role and within ABAP, selection screen is so important. This screen is designed through coding, through syntax, through keywords, through we are generating this screen. So quick revision. Till now, we have completed the introduction, architecture dictionary, programming basics, complex data objects, modularization techniques, some miscellaneous topics, list screen, and selection screen. These are all the topics. In the selection screen, first selection screen introduction, screen numbers, three keywords, then parameters keyword I introduced with different syntaxes. That is not yet completed. Some other additions are there. We have to complete it. Then after that, how to validate and as well as how to work with normally uh, that parameter declaration with the field of data type of predefined type or database table field. Two ways you have to know because two ways we can declare it. And next, we go to the variant concept. What is the purpose of variant? How to use, where to use variant and all completed. Next, so selection screen keyword usage with different options. Okay. Then next, we have how to create custom selection screen and how to create push button. Next, okay. Recently, we have started select options keyword. So this is used for complex data selection, which is very, very important. Right. So today I'm going to cover this select options. Like first we will see the declaration part. Okay. Yes, we already introduced how to declare. There are two ways to declare field with this particular with defined type or table field. Two ways, two examples. But we will see now example again. Declarative examples. So declaration of select option. Select options field. That is select options internal table. With that field name itself act like internal table. So like now we will see, suppose say for instance, select hyphen options SO underscore bookers because time being I'm taking company code bookers as the example because once you understand the one complete example into trade, later on we can validate either plant purchasing group, purchase organization, or any kind of fiscal year, or any validation you can do it. So fundamentally, first we will try to understand the basic subject. So select options SO underscore bookers followed by for followed by let's say T001 hyphen bookers. This is the best way to write because this field originally exists in which table? Bookers table. That is, T001 is nothing but all company codes are stored at which table? Which table? T001 table. Correct. So that's why we are going to use this table. But the problem is if you go to parameters, parameters support type addition, like addition. But whereas select options does not support type and like. It uses for addition. It uses for keyword, correct? So when there is a for followed by field name. So immediately a system gives error stating that So and so field is unknown. So and so field is unknown. So then now you have to tell the system that because system is unable to recognize the T001 bookers. Okay, T001 bookers. Now we have to tell the system that how to yes, what is T001, right? So simply what people will do is people uses simply tables T001. This is one of the solution. Then system understands easily, right? So I will try to write down the notes a little bit for this with respect to this because see, select options, select options field, select options field uses what? Select options field uses for addition. Okay, for addition. So what is that? For followed by field name. Correct? Yes. But systems is that in most of the cases for followed by database table field. Yes. Database table field. Yes. System immediately provides error. Okay. Immediately provides error. What is that error stating that? Okay, that so and so database table field is unknown. This type of error frequently will get when we handle with the select options field. So now that is system is unable, okay, not able to or unable to recognize recognize the database table field because this is not type addition, this is not like addition, it is by for addition. Due to that, yes. Now we have to, yes. What is our job? Yes, we have to tell the system, tell the system or inform the system that this field belongs to, this field belongs to so and so table, so and so database table, right? So and so database table. That is the overall, like, yes. So you can do it by using in general. Okay, what we will do, we will go for in general, we will use tables keyword. We will use tables, tables keyword. So syntax, what is that tables keyword syntax is? Tables is a keyword, tables colon, you can write database table name. Database table name, table 1, table 2, table 3, and so on like that. Tables followed by database table. What exactly this tables keyword is? So tables keyword, yes, tables keyword, yes, generates structure, generates, okay, generates one structure with, okay, with the name DB table. Yes. Suppose let's say this is the example. Example, I'm going to write one example for your clarity sake. Let us take, okay, I'm going to write tables space T tables space T001 now. What this system does. So system creates, okay, what happens while execution, okay, what happens, like, yes, because of the tables statement, so system creates one entire structure with a single row, with single row with all T001 table fields, with all T001 table fields. That means because you have to know from the basic, yes, this is your, let's take paint, like we have in SC11, yes, this is your SC11 table. In SC11, we have a table called as T001 database table. This table is holding how many? Like around 872 fields. 72 fields, correct? If you go and check SC11, check practically T001. So how many fields? 84 fields. Records are 72. That's all. So records different, fields different. So table, when we open table is a collection of fields. So 84 fields, because this is this example pointer. So here, if you go here, 84 fields and as well as 72, 72 records. 72 records, we can call it as entries. This is the right. Let's say this is the example we already know at a table level. First, it is a client dependent table, MANDT, bookers, BUTXT, and as well as we have land one, uh, yes, BUTXT. Then there is a field called as ORT01 and land one, correct? Just and so on. ORT01, land one, and so on. Right. But when, yes, this is the SC38 program, correct? This is your SC38 program. Let's take that in program because this is one time introduction. That's why it is connected to the going forward also. You come across tables space, T001. Even we can write tables colon, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields, etc. So once you execute this program in the memory, what will happen? So in this memory, in this memory, okay, what will happen? First, system, because of the tables statement, system creates one row in the memory. System creates one row in the memory. What is the name? Yes, this is created with name T001 only. And this is how many with how many fields? This is with how many fields? This is with 84 fields. Okay, with 84 fields. That means if you look at this fields goes in this way only. That is your first field is MANDT, second field is bookers, BUTXT, ORT01, LAN1, so on. Okay, okay, so you can take this. Okay. This is your bookers, BUTXT, ORT01, LAN1, and so on. Okay, so so what is the advantage of this particular is it is creating one row. Yes. So tables keyword, yes, because if you go to the data, yes, where we have this tables keyword. If you go back to the up, already tables keyword introduced. Yes, go to top again. Yes, tables keyword I introduced at which level? Yes, if you still go back at the data objects level while introducing the data object. Yes, so many tables field is there, but actually if you go to the data objects, okay, like some system fields, system fields, take system fields followed by yes. Okay. Begin, if you search with system fields. So system fields are SYST, structure, components. Then again, second once again I'll type yes, next. Yes. So this is what we have to understand. In ABAP, we can come across in ABAP we can find 7 types of data objects actually. This is by mistake. This is data objects, not the data. It's data. So data objects are literals, strings, variables, constants already introduced. System fields already introduced. Text elements, all six are over. Now interface work areas. Correct? Interface work areas. So interface work areas are not yet introduced. So interface work areas are not at all introduced even in this. Yes. Here, if you look at nodes and tables, both are acting like a interface work area. So tables keyword does what? Table keywords loads the entire database table structure into memory and it will create a one row with all the fields. So tables keyword is used to create a structure with the table. So at runtime, it will create one row with all the fields. That is the purpose of tables keyword. And nodes is there that is used in logical database LDB. So the current topic is relevance for that. Which one? The tables related information. So tables followed by T001. That is so. Yes, this way we can. Yes, when I introduce the tables statement, this is gone. But what happened? The system understands this field automatically because for followed by T001. System unable to recognize T001. But when I tell the system that it is a tables, so it is then system understands. But but what are the limitation of tables? The limitation of usage of tables. Generally, yes, okay, yes. Usage of tables statement, table statement is not recommended by SAP. That also you have to know. Okay, recently nowadays we are not using tables statement because the reason is just okay, because what exactly the limitation is just in okay for the sake of single field we are introducing okay for the sake of single field okay, we are introducing yes we are introducing entire table fields which is occupying unnecessary memory okay necessary memory yes only what is that particular bookers you want to tell the system bookers belongs to T001 table. So for that you are wasting. I mean to say just for the sake of bookers field you are using 83 fields memory unnecessarily. That's why this is not recommended. So next we can suppose what is alternative. So alternatively, yes, alternatively, any work area is already declared. Work area is generally declared for internal tables. Declared for internal tables, then simply we can make use of we can simply make use of that work area field. We can simply make use of that work area field. That is about your like that's why I introduced here first time. If you go to here internal table, see select options field followed by, so then last one also I'll introduce. Yes, finally there is a one more alternate. Alternatively, we can declare only single field using database table. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is also we can use it. So, say for instance, if any kind of, so tables statement through declaration is one step. Then alternatively, if you have some type of data WA type T001, then we can use select options SO bookers for work area hyphen bookers. So this is another alternative approach. Okay. Yes, we can make use of work area also. So this is alternative approach. But in both cases, we are wasting memory. If this work area is already declared for some other reason, then you can simply make use of that. Otherwise, tables usage of tables is not at all recommended nowadays. Okay, SAP strictly restrict that. That's why we always go with the alternative approach as a simply data declare GV underscore bookers type T001 bookers. Now select options SO underscore bookers for simply GB bookers. So this is out of all these things, which one is easily important, easily is this one. So I just declared one variable with T001 bookers that you, simply this variable having the properties of T001 bookers. That is in T001 table, we have this bookers use data element through you will get technical semantic. No, semantic and technical both properties. Data element internally uses domain, data type length, F1 help, F4 help, documentation, everything. Simply that field we are using for SO field. Okay, so that indirectly it will also get all the dictionary properties, dictionary table property. So this is easiest way because simple single field, single variable doesn't occupy much memory. That's why that is recommended by SAP. Okay. So always we go with tables we never use. Okay. If work area is already declared for some other reason, you can make use of that work area. Otherwise, if nothing is there, just simply declare our field. So this is your fundamental first select options declarative syntax because I have to give clarity because of the for addition. That is over. Then we are moving ahead with validation. So what is the meaning of validation? Yes, validate select options field. Select options field. So how do you validate? Let's take this example. Yes, we will go to, yes, like so if you want, we can keep these topics as, we'll keep it as a independent topics so that you can refer it easily. This is only declaration variations we are talking on this particular. Now, here, okay. So the first one is, if you look at, this is the field GV number, and I am using the GV number, and this is first introducing sign option low high, how to read and add, how to work. That was the first introductory topic. Second, how to work with a database table field. So with this, you got us some clarity, some confusion also, because I have not explained that. I explained that it can be used with Normal data, normal defined data type fields also. Otherwise, database table fields also. Database table fields also. We can use it. It's both. Right. Moving forward, we will use the validation concept. Yes. What are the validations? So, how do you validate? Okay. Yes. Validate select options field. First, suppose again I am going to introduce this by using field this way. Yes. To select options. First validation. So here validation happens at one event called as at selection screen. So we can simply write if SO underscore bookers hyphen low is initial. If you want to handle it, you can write yes, low is initial. Then we can write a message stating that yes, enter lower limit value. Enter lower limit value with type. This is one of the way to handle it. Yes, otherwise, if these both are independent handling, if SO underscore bookers hyphen high is initial message, so enter upper limit value, upper limit value type. So this is your fundamental basic. Okay. Yeah. Let us take this test first. That is, if user is trying to keep something, just press F8, enter lower limit value. That's it. Upper limit value, both messages we are getting. But because both are handled individually, if I change this way, else if, then what will happen? You have to remove this end if, because then the style changes now. Because we are handling this approach, only you will get yes, you will get only lower limit. System is not checking limit. The first field is empty, it is giving the error. Moreover, this event I have not introduced because we'll talk on events a separate topic. The first and foremost, this event plays important role. This event is used to validate the user input. Validate the user input. Yes. So user entered value. Yes. This event triggers when user execute. It is used for validation. So first validation is validation. Yes. Validation is check. Okay. Check the low input fields are empty. If it is empty or not. Okay. If it is by mistake, if it is empty, you can check whether it is empty or it is filled. That is, you can verify it first step. Okay. Yes. So that's what, if it is suppose lower limit is already filled, suppose this way, then it will go with upper limit. This upper limit is also filled, suppose, then it will go for proceeding further for extension purpose. Right. This is one of the way to handle first step. So we will keep it. Yes, that is initial check. Next, second type of check. What is second type of check is validating this. We can this if user entered user entered value in lower limit sum, then validate only lower limit value, validate with only lower limit value by cross checking with database table. It means against database table. That is the way you can do it. So let's take this is the example. So we can go to yes at selection screen. Then under selection screen we will go to yes if so underscore bookers yes like hyphen low. Okay, see that means I am writing this way. If not initial, if not initial means if it contains value, if it contains value, then we will go to the if this contain value, then only we will go inside. Correct? Then after this is already taught to you, we are targeting what is that? You can make use of that above booker, GB bookers already declared. So you can simply use select single, select single bookers from T001 into GB bookers. GB bookers. Then what next? Where condition? Where bookers, where bookers equals to SO bookers hyphen low. Yes. This is your overall okay. SO bookers hyphen right. Then if size of RC not equals to 0, yes, simply message stating that invalid company code. Invalid company code. This is invalid company code type E. E for error message. So this is your way to handle only lower limit. Only handling lower limit. Yes, check. Suppose I will give 1111. Yes, execute. So it is giving invalid company code. Yes, how does so go and check slash h execute slash h execute. Yes, here yes so bookers hyphen low. Low is this. Now select yes. What happened? This low value 1111 low value. We are going to validate this filter criteria. Yes. So now select a single bookers into GV bookers. So GV bookers is not filled. That is in the table T001, this bookers is missing. That's why size sub RC is 4. When size sub RC is 4 means not equal to 0 is true. That's why it is giving error message as invalid company code. Right? So this is one of the approach to validate only single field. Right? Like we will keep it, yes, only validate upper limit. How to validate only upper limit? Yes. If not, yes. If not, SO bookers hyphen high is initial, then endif. That is first we are checking this field contain data or not. Now we are going to select a single bookers same from T001 into GV bookers where bookers equals to SO bookers hyphen I. Okay, if psi sub RC okay not equals to 0, then you can simply give message stating that it is a invalid company code. Yes, it is. Yes, this is your only upper limit validation. Yes, only upper limit validation. Right. Let us check. Forget about lower limit. We'll go to upper limit. That means we will give some valid value here. We will try to give invalid value. Double one, double one is invalid. So now you are getting, yes, lower limit is greater than upper limit. That's okay. So we will give all A, no problem. All A's. Now this is, it is giving, yeah, otherwise we will use CA01, something like that. Okay. Uh, what was the field is some other, like here we are giving AE and here I am going to give CA. Yes, CA01. Execute. It is accept. So I am giving something wrong input field as CA02. Then immediately you will get, yes, invalid company code. Invalid company code in particular invalid company code in lower limit. This is one thing. Here you can specify that invalid company code in upper limit. So this is all about overall low value as well as high value validation. So you can note it down if you want. This is checking, okay, if initial, checking initial value. That is initial value means blank. Okay. First, okay, whether the input is blank, input is empty. Yes, this is only checking or validating only lower limit, one thing. Otherwise, we are only validating upper limit. Yes. Because when you go to select single, you can write equals to, where followed by equals to. Equals to of what? User entered value we are validating here. Okay. So validating only upper limit. This is one of the way. Right. Next, there is a way validating both data. Yes. How do we do that? Validating both lower and upper limit. Lower and upper limit. So for that, how do we do? This GB bookers already target, GB bookers are already declared, right? So now validating both lower and upper limit, you can do it in this way. So if not, yes, simply SO underscore bookers is initial. You can write this way. And if that is the basic, okay. Now we can validate if yes, SO underscore bookers hyphen low between between what are the fields, what are the it begins with AE to CA. So between it is AE01 and okay, between and CA01. Okay, yes, close it. So yes, if okay, this is the one of the approach. If okay, you can keep if or check also you can write it. Yes, even check also we can write, but nowadays check generally very rarely used. So this is and can go to SO bookers hyphen high high between AE01 AE01 and yes, and CA01. Right, that's it. So this is one of the way. So yes, if that is the case, we are validating both at a time. Now, here we are going to message. So, message invalid, invalid company code. Type E E for error. So, this is one of the way we can handle it. So, when we write logical end, we can give some space over here. One second. This is the best practice. Yes. Then also, so that you will come to know space and close. Right. Hmm. Message invalid. So that lower limit is having AE to CA between, or upper limit also A to CA between. This is okay. This is accepted. The field SO Bookers is unknown. SO Bookers is unknown at 109. Yes, that's what it is. Underscore. It's not type, right? So this is valid. If you go to execute it, because the range of values only lower limit contains within this range, okay. Upper limit contains within this range is okay. That is, if I give AE01 here and AE01 here, then that is valid. It doesn't give any AE01, AE01. It should not give any error. We will check the if I give lower limit as AE01, upper limit as AE01, execute. Okay. So execute. This is the flow. SO Bookers. This is your lower limit is AE01, upper limit is AE01. Right? Now we are validating. If not initial, yes. That is if these values are there. So now validating. hmm, When we write between must followed by and. That is the fundamental rule. Correct? So here low value is AE01, high value also AE01. So now if you go to here, yes, that is between and. So the low value is between and. Okay, fine. Between should covers. Okay, we will try to give AE and so something 8001 we will give because the value is okay. It's going to the yes. It is giving invalid. Okay, so I will give between value that is nothing but in between these two C38. So execute. So this is 8001. This is 8001. Okay. So I will execute. Now till it is showing invalid company code. Generally it should not both we can validate it. So why is okay, I will check this. Okay, we can use logical or because when we write and both it is taking into consideration. Sorry. Because this message is, if both are true, this message comes. Right. This approach itself is wrong because we are checking the value. Yes, checking the value here. When this is both are there, then it should go to else part is missing. Fine. If this is a hard coded values through, we are trying to validate it. Okay. I will get back this later. So we will see both values we can validate in other way around. That is nothing but already above scenario. Above is nothing but this is internal table. So internal table we have declared it already. Yes, this is your internal table declaration. Correct? Yes, this is the declaration. Otherwise, we can go to the tables keyword through declaration. Correct? Yes. Because this is select options. So here I am going to, yes, there is a tables T001, tables T001 declaration. Now we can go to select star from simply. Select star from, yes, tables is one thing and the second is internal table. Uh, Sorry, we will declare internal table data table of T001. Okay, we will write this. Now select star from T001 into table iTab simply. iTab where bookers in SO underscore bookers also. Okay, we can write it. Even we can check the this body symbol also. Then also it is, yes, valid. So what is the meaning of this is, here it is simply it will check both lower and upper limit automatically. Yes. If psi sub RC not equals to 0, then it gives the message. Okay. It gives the message stating that invalid company code. Invalid. Right? So this way we can write. So internal table as the target. Internal table as the target. So let us take this example, whether it is valid or invalid. Say if this is the valid one, we will consider. So nothing is happening. That is, there is no error message. So go to check. Yes. SO bookers. Only lower limit value is given. Only lower limit if you provide, you will get equals to value. So it will only, the select query works for only this one. But still subrs is 0. That is, iTab is filled with one entry. That's why this is valid record. Correct? Yes. If it is both lower limit and upper limit, both are provided. Yes, this is your AE01 as well as CA01. Both are provided. Also, you can check /h execute. Yes, this is your iTab. So SO bookers, lower limit AE01, upper limit CA01. Right. So execute. Yes, this internal table is filled with 7 records. Internal table filled with 7. If not, we can give, because we are targeting till now single field as a variable to validate, but even you can give internal table also, we can validate. So if you provide low and high value, then it is giving between. Okay. So this is one of the way to handle. And the last one is this. That is nothing but because these are all the ways to handle it. Yes. We can only we can validate only limit value for limit value only. Is one thing. Otherwise, we can validate both lower and upper limit value. But out of these two, lower limit got high priority. Next, last way is that is validation case. Then another way to validate is this. We can build a yes. We can build yes. Select options. Select options internal table. Select options internal table manually. Yes. Using initialization. Using initialization event. Using initialization event, we can build okay, select options internal table. Yes. Select options internal table. So how do we do that? So because first first fill header okay with all four fields, then append to body. Repeat repeat the same as per our requirement. That is what about we have to go to. So first step here, go back. So whatever is discussed till now is one type of discussion, validation. But we will keep that as a separate. We'll close this. Okay. So this the top discussion we comment it out. This even this also. Okay. So here we can write simply validating both lower and upper value. This is one of the way we can directly you can use body symbol so that it will take both lower upper limit values. It will consider. Last one. So make sure everything is commented and we are going to build this internal table, select options internal table manually. How do you do that? So first and foremost is we have to declare first. Okay, obviously we will declare this way. So this is your declaration. So declaration is this. Okay. Now, once your declaration is over, we will go for like we don't want to accept value from the user. User give. I'm going to write initialization event. Under initialization event, we can write so hyphen bookers hyphen low equals to first sign equals to I for inclusive. So bookers hyphen option equals to between so bookers hyphen low equals to that AE01 AE01 then okay so bookers hyphen high equals to yes that whatever CA01 something like that. So append so bookers. That's it. This way we can build Yes, if you go and check, don't give any value. See, initialization effect, it came automatically lower. If you go and check, this internal table is filled automatically, AE01, CA01. If you want to fill second, yes, if you want to, yes, clear, SO bookers. Then next, even you can copy and paste this for second row. Second, the second row, yes, I can write MCA1, MCA4, MCA4. This two, right? Now, with these values are also, we can go and validate this one. Both validation, we can simply connect it. So, because it saves time, right? Check. But this is under at selection screen event. So, if you check here, user doesn't enter any value because we are building the select options internal table under initialization. One way is user can enter manually, a user can enter at runtime, correct? User can enter at runtime. But now we can build a, yes, see, this is the case. This is green arrow. It is showing that two ranges. That is nothing but because only equal to single value you can give. I equals to through you can fill this value. E equals to you can fill this value. But this is between through you can fill low and higher limiter. Inclusive. This is exclude ranges, this is include ranges. So AE to CA, MCA1 to MCA4. Okay. So now if you go to here, slash H, yes, slash H, yeah, right. SO bookers. SO bookers is this between AE and CA and MCA4. So that is this query is executing for two ranges. This is one set of range, this is two set of range. Yes. So still sub RC 0. That is now the iTab is holding 11 records. You check it out. 11 records which begins with AE to CA and MCA1 to MCA4. This is another type of validation. That is, we can build whatever we want. We will control. That is, we don't want a user choice. We can define, we can control in the code initialization through. You can build this. Yes, because first of all, we have to debug this code in this way. Okay, so I'll come back, execute it. So it is going to fill. First, we'll go to slash h. Even because initialization is an event which gets triggered, is program menu execute debugging. First, it will go to initialization. Yes, it goes to initialization. So first, you have to check. Yes, this is SO bookers. SO bookers internal table is empty as such. Correct. So you have sign option, sign, then option, then low, then high. Correct? Then low and high. So if you go to, this is a kind of, we are filling a header first. We are filling header and append header to body. Append header to body is, this is your header to body. Second. So clear this header, clear header. That is, you are clearing. Then once again, you are going to targeting header. Yes, append header to body. Yes, append header to body. So this way, initialization through you can build these things. Okay, right. Okay, this is one of the approach we can do it for input field validation. Okay, so hope you today what are all the things we learned, what are the different ways of declaring select options, first step, what are the different ways to validate also. First validation, initial value checking, only lower limit, only upper limit, or both validations. At a time we can do it. Both can be, we can do it by accepting user input, or we can build our own table also. So actually these topics you will understand once you understand this events concepts. Because events I have not introduced, we will be back. Okay, once again after introducing this events. So try to understand this concepts. So that's all for today's session. Okay, we will continue in the next upcoming session. Okay, thank you.